very first tool I am covering in this session is the Moonlight.io. It is AI based tool for content creation. For example, you are writing literature review. You want to explain some equation. You might have seen many times in a research paper. For example, this is my research paper. Okay, it is only for demonstration. I am taking one research paper so that I can show you the demo. Okay, so this is the research paper. Okay, so I'm zooming it now. This paper is of 14 pages. Okay, it is this research paper is of 14 pages, and there are lots of equations in this particular paper. If I am given the task to write literature review on this paper, first of all, I will have to read this paper from first page to last page. Obviously, it is very clear, it is understood that to write 4 to 5 lines about this paper, I will have to read this paper, and not only reading, I will have to understand this paper. And this paper is rich in equations, lots of equations, and most of the equations are not properly explained. You might have seen in most of the high quality journals, in most of the high quality research papers, equations are written and these are depicted, these are explained in only single line. But if I want to write 4 to 5 lines about this paper, in that case it will be very challenging for me or for anybody what is meaning of this particular equation, what this equation is doing. So for that, what we can do, we can make use of artificial intelligence. Okay, AI based tool. For example, this diagram, this particular graph, 3D graph I want to explain. So what I will do, I will make use of a tool that is the Moonlight. So this is the tool, the Moonlight. Okay, this is providing, this particular tool is having lots of features including text explanation, including literature review. If I want to explain some particular diagram, everything is available. Even its Chrome extension and Edge extension is available. So what I can do, I can simply upload the paper here on Moonlight, and after uploading that paper, so that paper I have just uploaded, which I have shown you. So this is the research paper I want to explain. I want to write literature review about this paper. So you can see that this is the paper. This research paper I have uploaded on this software, the Moonlight.io. Okay. Now I want to see. So you can see this is the research paper. Okay. Now I want to find out problem statement in this paper. At bottom right. So you can see here at bottom right. This one. This particular part. Okay, in this particular text box I will write, okay, problem statement in this paper. So you can see that simply I am writing here, I am asking this AI based tool to find out problem statement in this paper. So you can see that it is giving me the problem statement in this paper. This is, it is working on behavior and types of the solutions, and this is the equation, these are the segments. Okay, so you can see that even without reading this paper from first page to last page, I have identified, I have extracted the problem statement. Now I want to see research gap. Generally research gaps are not written in any research paper. You might have seen research gaps are generally written in theses or dissertations. But from this paper, I want to see what is research gap. Okay, so rather than assuming, so this is conclusion of this paper. So what we do, we assume from this conclusion what may be the research gap. Rather than assuming, so if I find here research gap, it is not visible. So you can see that phrase not found. But with AI based tool, I can find out, okay, research gaps in this paper. So this is the tool that you will be able to use in your literature review, because in literature review what we have to write, research gap, methodology used, what is the main work. So you can see that research gaps in this paper, and these are the research gaps. So this is first, this is second, third, and fourth. So you can see that detailed explanation of research gaps. Okay, so I have written research gaps. In same way, if I want to rewrite this paper in only 5 lines in a paragraph, okay, rewrite, okay, concise view of this paper, concise paragraph on this paper as literature, as a literature analysis. Okay, so what I have done, I have written concise paragraph on this paper in. So you can see that single paper, only single line, only this particular single paragraph is generated. So what we can do, we can make use of this particular thing. Okay. So this is first part. This is first segment related to AI based chatting. This is known as AI based chat. Okay. So I want to see, I want to anything what I want to ask. If I want to ask what is main method, okay, methodology, main methodology and work in this paper, okay, in this paper with key findings. So I am asking it as a human being. I am asking this particular question as if I am asking from a human being. Is this visible to all of you? Is this visible and clear to all participants? Kindly confirm whether audio and presentation is this particular screen is visible.
Yes, sir, Gaurav. Please continue.
Okay, so
Visible.
you can see that main methodology and work in this paper with main findings. So you can see that these are the key findings. This is main methodology. So, and what is key finding? This is the key finding. So this is first part, and very very powerful tool. Actually what happens nowadays also, most of the researchers are fully dependent on chat gpt. Okay, so chat gpt is fine, but beyond chat gpt also there are lots of toolkits available. Okay, we should not be dependent on only chat gpt, we should not be dependent on only gemini. Hundreds of other toolkits available. Now one more additional feature I will show you in this particular uh, tool. So for example, this equation, I want to see what is meaning of this particular equation. U is equal to 1 by 2 uxy. What is this? Okay, it is written in only single line. It is written in only single line, but I want to get its explanation. So on mouse over, you can see this explain. So see this very carefully. What I am doing, as soon as I mouse over on this equation, it is giving me this lens equation explain. Now it will give me detailed explanation of this equation. So you can see that it is giving me complete explanation of this equation, which is not available in this particular paper. Okay, this is KP hierarchy equation, but it is written in only single line. But here it is its complete explanation. For example, I want to see what is this equation. Uxx minus ui is equal to, what is this? Okay, there are lots of equations in this paper. I want to see I want to understand it. Okay, to get its detailed explanation, on mouse over this explain. So this feature is not available in chat gpt. You also might have seen in chat gpt it is not available. If we are uploading a paper and mouse over on some equation, and that equation is completely explained, so you can see that every notation, every keyword. So uxx, this one is uxx, this is ui, in same way. Now in same pattern, in same way, I want to explain some particular, I want to get explanation of a diagram. For example, this particular diagram, okay, or any other diagram. For example, this particular diagram, simply select, okay, this particular diagram, select, and after that you explain anything. You will be able to see any particular equation, any specific diagram, which, and this feature is not available in other platforms, in other products. So for example, this particular equation, I want to explain some particular line. I want to get detailed explanation of a line. Okay, I will show you. For example, okay, I'm telling you one part. For example, this line, okay, we present some important properties of SGEM and RSGEM. So what is RSGEM? What is SGM? So I will select it. I will select some important features of this one. So selected and explain. Click. Now you will see that it will explain what is SGEM and what is RSGEM. Okay. In actual research paper, it is not explained. It is written only in one line that this is SGEM and this is RSGEM. But as soon as I have selected it, its complete explanation is given. So this is a complete explanation. No need to read any other book. Generally, we search it on different books. Okay. In same way, for example, I want to see explanation of some other parts. Okay. Any other? For example, this non-linear, this particular hierarchy. What is meaning of this? Okay. Non-linear KP hierarchy. Okay. Selected. Explain. Now you can see that how much it is easy. Otherwise, for new researchers, it is very difficult to read a research paper, to understand a research paper. Okay, for example, somebody has joined PhD just now, somebody is in mid initial level of masters or PhD dissertation. It becomes very difficult for them how to read a research paper, how to understand a research paper. So nowadays, what we can do with AI, we can work with it. So this is artificial intelligence based tool, the Moonlight. Okay, at right hand side we will be able to see some more parts. For example, I want to generate future work. Okay, future work in this paper. Okay, or gaps. Okay, or what I can do, key findings in few lines. Key findings in few lines. I want to see what is done in this particular paper. Key findings. So these are the key findings. Okay, future work. So in this actual research paper, future work is not given. If I show you this paper, in actual research paper, future work is not given. It is only conclusion. If I search here, future work is not given. Okay, I want to see what may be the future work in this paper. So it will generate future work related to this paper, and you can see that this is the output. So how much it is easy and how much it is effective, very quickly you will be able to see the future work. So you can see that this one, papers findings and future scope. So you can explore this tool, the moonlight.io. Citations are also available for so if you want to see citations also, that these this particular feature is also available. For example, detailed explanation of a citation. So you can see, for example, I want to see this 11 on mouse over of 11. Okay, on mouse over of 11, so you can see it is giving me this paper. Okay, this one. Okay, otherwise I will have to go to end, I will have to see references, then we will see what is this. I want to check what is this fifth reference. Okay, so simply click and this is the fifth reference. Okay, so you can use this particular tool, the moonlight.io, for smart citation, for data analytics, for translation, text explanation, for explanation of images, explanation of diagrams. Okay, now dear participants, I am covering next tool. I am having so many tools, hundreds of tools available, but because of limited time span I can cover few tools. Okay, that's why I am shifting to another tool quickly, so that I can show you some more demonstrations. Next tool that we will cover is chatpdf.com. In same way, we will be able to use chatpdf.com, and it is top level platform, top level tool for analyzing any PDF. For example, I want to generate some particular content from existing paper. In same way, okay, as we have seen in Moonlight, same way we will be able to generate future work. We will be able to generate some particular image. Okay, some specific new content. But this particular platform is giving us a new feature. Okay, which new feature? For example, corresponding to a particular research paper. For example, one research paper I have uploaded here. Okay. So for example, this research, one research paper I have uploaded here. Okay, this is the paper, and this paper is of, so you can see 13 pages, 13 pages research paper in two column paper. 13 pages means are approximate 26 pages. Okay, we assume that this paper is of 26 pages. Now in same way we will be able to use this tool at bottom right. Okay, main work. So you can see that I'm scrolling it, I'm placing it in this way, main work in this paper in list format. Okay, so you can see that this one, main work in this paper. So very quickly we will be able to generate literature review in list format. I have written it to generate in list format. Okay, main main findings in paragraph format, main findings in paragraph format. So this is main findings in paragraph format. Okay, at right hand side you can see that main findings of this paper is this one. So this particular content we will be able to use. So very powerful tool. So same feature is available in Moonlight. Same way we will be able to use this tool. But one additional feature, one additional feature that will be very beneficial for all of you, that is to regenerate the image, to regenerate one image. Regeneration of image means, so I'm placing it in this way, and this is the paper, I am zooming it, I want to show you something that will be very beneficial for all of you as a researcher. Okay, for example, this is one image, this is one diagram in this paper. Okay, layered design optimization, this particular diagram. See this process very carefully what I'm doing. This is the diagram I want to use in my research paper. What is the way? Everybody knows that if I want to use this diagram in my research paper or in my thesis, I will take its screenshot and I will use it. Okay, after cropping it, or simply I will take its screenshot. Okay, and I will use. But everybody knows that if I will use this diagram as it is, it will come in plagiarism. Even if AI plagiarism, even if plagiarism is not caught, even then, at some particular point, it can be asked, it can be, this particular question can be given by editors or reviewers that from where you have taken this image. For that, generally what we do, we create this image separately in MS Word. I can create this diagram, but in using AI I will be able to create its new diagram. So what I will do, so this is figure 2. See this process very carefully what I am doing. Okay, this is how to regenerate one image, how to create another image from first, from one image. I want to create another diagram from this diagram, and that new diagram will be plagiarism free, will not be in plagiarism. First of all, okay, find all components of figure 2. See this carefully what I am doing. Figure 2, this is figure 2. I want to regenerate this image. Find all components of figure 2. So figure 2 components I am getting using this. These are the components, everybody knows that. Okay, so scenario requirement. So what I have done, each and every component from this image are extracted. For find all components of figure 2. Now I, what I will do, okay, generate, generate plant UML code, generate plant UML code or graphviz.code of above. Generate graphviz.code. You can generate plant uml code also. You can use star uml code. So many codes available. Okay, but because of a short time span, I'm covering it very quickly. Okay, generate graphviz.code. Enter. Now this code is generated. Graphviz.code. Now what I will do, I will copy this code. I will copy this code. After copying this code, I will open a website, GraphViz Online. GraphViz Online editor is available. Here I will paste the code. As soon as I have pasted the code, now you can see this new image is generated, and this new image is not matching with this image. This is actual image, and this is new image. So you can see that this is actual image. This is actual image in this research paper. In but I, so what I have done, I have regenerated that particular image. New image is generated. Now I will be able to download it. Okay. So I'm repeating this point. So what I have done, so I'm repeating how to do it. Figure 2, find all components of figure 2. We have found generate GraphViz code. GraphViz code is generated. Copy this code. After that, open this website, dreampuff.github.io GraphViz online. Otherwise, you will be able to search on Google GraphViz online editors. So whatever code we have copied from chat PDF, paste here. As soon as you will paste, it will give you new diagram. So you can see that this diagram is plagiarism free, and this particular diagram is not matching anywhere with this diagram. Same thing I will perform for another diagram. So that it will be a practice for you. You will be able to see it, how to regenerate one image quickly. Okay, for example, this is figure 2, this is figure 3. Okay, figure 3 I want to see. This is figure 3 graph, and figure 4. Okay, now find all components of figure 4. Okay, all components. Now generate graphviz.code of above. Generate graphviz.code of above. Whatever components are identified, so you can see its directed graph is available, its directed graph code is available. Now I will copy this code. Copy code. I will come to GraphViz online, copy and paste. As soon as you will paste, so you can see that new diagram is available. So this is new diagram. This is actual diagram. From existing diagram, I have generated new diagram. So in this way, you will be able to you will be able to recreate the image. You will be able to regenerate the image. Okay, whether this particular diagram or any other. So simply copy code, whatever code is generated by chat PDF, and you can see that it is available. Now if I want to download it, so download. Now you can see this diagram is plagiarism free. Nobody can claim that you have copied this diagram. It is generated by chat PDF, it is generated by script, and you can see that this is a new diagram, this is actual diagram, and nobody can match that this is same diagrams, this is same connectivity. In this way, you will be able to work on research papers very quickly. You will be able to work on research analytics, research based work very easily. Okay. Is this clear to all of you up to this point? Is it clear to all participants?
Gaurav, clear.
Okay. Now, dear participants, lots of other tools available you can use. So for example, I want to generate future work of this paper. Okay, so this particular paper is related to low energy wireless communication. I want to see whether some particular thing like smart city. Okay, I want to see smart governance. So there is nothing about smart governance in this paper. For example, my research work is related to smart governance or smart vehicles. For example, my research work is related to smart vehicles, IOV, electric vehicles or smart vehicles. Now, I want to relate future work of this paper to smart vehicles. I'm repeating this point. This paper is related to wireless communication, energy, okay, low energy wireless communication, power optimization, energy optimization, and but my research work, for example, is related to smart vehicles. Now I want to relate future work of this paper to smart vehicles. So what I will do, I will write here. Okay. However, there is nothing written about smart vehicles in this paper. So as we have searched, so if I search here vehicle, okay, for example, vehicle, there is nothing written about vehicle in this paper. But I want to generate, I want to relate it with smart vehicles. So generate future work in context, in context to smart vehicles. So you can see that even if there is nothing written about smart vehicle in this paper, it is able to generate the research work, it is able to generate future work. So integrated multi-layer optimization, so AI driven adaptive protocols, edge computing. Okay, so you can see that there is nothing written in this paper related to vehicles, smart vehicles, e-governance, but we are able to generate the future work. Okay, because many times we have to justify why you have written it, why you have mentioned this particular thing. There is nothing, there is no reference of smart vehicles or e-governance. So we can justify, okay, we can relate it with justification. So you can use this tool chat PDF. In same way, for example, research gaps, generate research gaps in points. Otherwise, research gaps are not written in any paper directly. Okay, whether you want to regenerate one image, so research gaps in points. Okay, these are research gaps. If you want to regenerate image, you want to regenerate diagram, so we have to write graph with code. Okay, so if I want to generate sequence diagram, for example, generate sequence diagram code of figure 2, okay, or figure 3, sequence diagram code. Okay, so sequence diagram code is available. This is star UML code, and we will be able to generate it. Okay, so anything you will be able to work out.